Wait, I did not prepare for that. I need time to think about that. أنا اسمي ملك وأنا هنا مع Human Aliens. My name is Malak and I'm the fit model for Human Aliens.
Hi, Malak.
Hi, Luca.
Where are you from?
I'm actually from Egypt.
Can you tell us a little bit more about Egypt?
It's the best country on earth, is what I can say. I'm very proud of where I come from. I actually haven't been back since I moved here. I moved here in 2017. I mean, I guess when people think about Egypt, they just think about the pyramids, but I promise you there's much more to it than that. Greatest people you'll ever meet, greatest food you'll ever have.
When did you come here?
In 2017, February of 2017. So my mom's side of the family moved here first, and then kind of like one by one we started to move. We were actually the last to get here. But yeah, it was mostly for like more opportunity, better education, just better life, better chances. I honestly miss a lot of the people that I grew up around. I feel like over there it's very collectivist. Over here it's very individualistic. So like over there it's like more of a community. I miss the food so much. I feel like I lost so much weight just by moving here. But yeah, I really miss home. And I love my culture. I love like that there's a life after work. Like I feel like here you just hustle, hustle, hustle. And then over there it's kind of like a slower life, at least when I was there, because I haven't been back since.
So I did see your fitness page, and I wanted you to tell us a little bit more about your fitness journey.
Yeah, so I actually have never played a sport in my entire life. I was like extremely out of shape when I moved here, and I remember like being 15 and then like looking around and seeing everyone super fit, and I'm like, I can't, like I just didn't feel good about myself. And so my dad actually got me into lifting, and I started going to the gym with him, and then I just like did my own thing and got inspired and just like had different goals. But yeah.
Tell us a little bit about how you heard about Human Aliens.
So honestly, I had never heard about the brand before until someone reached out to me. I don't know if it was Phil or who it was, but I don't remember. But yeah, they reached out to me, and that's how I found out about the brand.
And what was your first time shooting with Human Aliens like?
I was scared because like I honestly didn't really take modeling seriously until I met Phil and until I started working with the brand. Like it was fun and everything, but I'm also in school, so it was kind of hard. And my first time, like I remember being reached out to on Instagram, and I was like, am I gonna get kidnapped? Like, am I gonna get trafficked? Like, what's going on? Because like it was just a loft that I was going to, which was Phil's, and I was like, I don't know if I should go by myself, but when I made it there, like I just instantly felt comfortable, and yeah, I just genuinely loved the pieces. So I was excited. Honestly, as we shot more and more videos the first time, and also as just like I started talking to Phil, and like we just started to get to know each other, and he was like very nice. I explained to him like I don't do this, like this is like I'm very new, like explain to me if you're particular. I like directions, I don't mind. And like yeah, I just started to relax like the more pictures and videos we took, and then also just the more and more we met up every time after that. I was just like now I just walk in and I play with this cat like.
What's it like working with Human Aliens if you had to describe it in 3 words?
Empowering, fun, and sexy.
Can you tell us a little bit about any opportunities that have come to you since becoming a fit model?
Yeah, so I've actually worked with a couple of people since then, and it's only been like a few months, which is amazing. I've done like a bunch of shoots, like I guess not always with the brand directly, but like I've been getting sent some pieces, and like I'll do my own pictures, I'll do my own content, I'll post it. I'm going to Miami again in December, and when I go there, I have a fitness brand that wants to work with me, so there's that too. Yeah. I'm actually very cold. Can I get a jacket? Actually, I have a piece of mine. Let me go grab it. Okay, I'm back. So this is actually 2019 fall winter archives. and I just love how warm it is because I was freaking freezing. And I really like the detail on the back too. It's like my favorite. I'm like awkwardly shifting in my seat. But yeah, overall, like it just gives like rich auntie vibes.
Now the order, she's gonna look at the video and then like react to it.
Aw, that was actually from my first shoot and my first fitting with Phil. It was like a different setup, like with the tripod and everything. And I was like, oh, like I like that there's a mirror in front of me. But basically, like the idea was act like you're putting this on, you're checking yourself out in the mirror. Like this is not like a fully organized shoot. It's just kind of like organic, like do what I want. And I kind of like that because usually the shoots that I've done so far have been like, okay, I'm posing a certain way, or I should do a certain thing with my face, or this was just me like, yeah, I don't even know what the hell I was doing. But I was just turning around and doing my thing.
Earlier, you mentioned it was your first time meeting Phil. What was that like working with him during that time of like, you know what, I don't know this man, I don't know where I'm at. Like, tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah. So at first I was kind of like nervous. So I kind of wanted to like interrogate him a little bit because I'm like, how did you find me? Like, what brought this about? Like, I don't. And yeah, we had a conversation and I was like asking him more about himself. And then he was asking me about myself and like what I do and what I work, like where I work and everything. And then we got to know each other. And after our first shoot, we just became friends. And he's also like someone I'm very comfortable working with because he'll like bring out a piece and he'll be like, do you want to put this on or not? Like you can always say no if you don't want to put this on. And I'm like, this is cute, I'll put it on, I don't care. And yeah, there have been times where like he's very respectful. He's very respectful of my boundaries as like someone who doesn't do this full time. And yes, I do want to do it full time now, but yeah, at least at first I was kind of like unsure of what I was comfortable with. So he was very understanding. Yes. I actually just posted this set. Um, yeah, I love this set. I remember like the first time I saw the shorts, I was like, oh, these look like volleyball shorts. And I was like, I really like that. I remember like it took us so long to decide on like little things about like where the seams should be, like how low we want the lines to be on the shorts, like what the colors were gonna be. We actually tried on like different tops too, so it was kind of like a long process. And I had just come back from work too during that shoot, so I was freaking tired. And I was like, okay, I don't have any makeup on. I'm just gonna do this organically and see what happens. And then I ended up actually like loving it and loving the set. So he actually had two versions. One had piping and one was printed. And I remember like he had me try the printed one first because that was like either the older one or it doesn't matter. But he had me try that one first, and then we kind of like liked some things about it. We didn't like some other things about it. And then I tried on the one with the piping, and we loved that one. And then we actually mixed and matched like a couple of times. And then we were going back and forth. I'm like, well, I like this one because like it's not like super low on the butt, or like the piping just like kind of contours like the curves and everything. And then he's like, well, I like the other one because it fits better. So like sometimes we go back and forth, but like one thing about him, like he actually takes in my input. I'm not just like a mannequin that stands there and doesn't say anything. I'm kind of like, he takes in my opinion and he makes changes based on that. Because I feel like he sees me as like representing other clients, and if I'm having certain issues or I have a certain opinion, like somebody else might have the same opinion or problem. So I feel like he does a good job at like listening, which is hard for a man.
Hello.
Okay. Aw. Okay, this is actually my favorite set. I don't even need to continue watching this. So this was the camo set. And I remember like when I first put it on, it was so tight. So we actually had to like take it and physically rip it at the thighs because the waist was good, but the thighs were not working. And then the top, actually, I had tried on a different version of that top before. I think it was like a month before, because that's how long apparently it takes to like do everything, which I didn't know. And the top was actually cropped, and so we decided to make it longer. And yeah, I love this set so much. And with the boots, it just like, it eats. I love it. He would be like, okay, stand straight, give me a quarter, give me 3/4, give me like a 180. And I'm like, I don't know where my center is. So then that's something that I had to practice, which is like how to angle my body and how to just like look natural while I'm doing that. And also something he was big on was like starting in a certain way or like a certain direction and then somehow ending exactly in that same spot so that it looks like more of a loop, like when you post it on Instagram or TikTok. So that's another thing, like we would keep taking videos until I turned the exact same way. And then something we started doing was just like marking the floor. I didn't do that in this video, but for another shoot, we marked the floor like a million times and I kept fucking up, but it's okay. Messing up. Sorry. Okay. This was the first time that Phil actually put pins like on a piece that was on my body. And I remember I was freaking out and I was kind of like feeling awkward because I was like, wait, there's a gap, but like I don't want the pin in me. Like it was just freaking me out. And then I remember there was a BTS video where he was like right behind me and then I didn't know what to do with my face and I didn't know if he was taking a video or not. And so I just looked so awkward and like was giving like mad side eye and I'm like, wait, I look like a bitch. Like I actually look like a bitch. But yeah, I think one thing about him is he likes it done organically. So if I have an RBF, then I have an RBF. At first it felt longer than it should have been and baggier than it should have been. And it felt like it was kind of like hugging the wrong places. But then that's something that we fixed later. Like I remember him measuring like where I wanted it to be or where I thought it should be. And then we measured my waist, we measured my back. So, and we also, I think we also like kind of brought the front down more so that it was more like cleavage and it wasn't like giving turtleneck, which is not hot, if you ask my opinion. Yeah, it was just like very fulfilling. I love seeing finished results. Like, it's like getting a good grade or like making progress with a client. Like, it's great. I love it.
That's good.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. So that was my favorite shoot. That was actually my favorite piece, and he needs to give it to me for my birthday because he owes me a birthday gift. But anyways, when he sees this, he will know what to get me for my birthday. But this was my favorite shoot because Toni had done my hair, like I was feeling myself, I had my glasses on, and I actually felt like, okay, this is actually like real, this is happening. And I remember being like, oh my God, I'm gonna get posted on the brand page, like I'm gonna get, this is happening for me. And it did. I got a lot of like exposure just from posting that. And it was really fun because it was my second time doing like a fully professional shoot, but it was my first time actually enjoying it and like not feeling like I looked ugly in the pieces or like the pieces didn't fit. So I had the black jersey dress on. I had camo heels that were a little bit too big, so that's something else like we've had to work with. He's like, you need to start bringing your own shoes because we don't have your size. And I agreed because it was really hard to walk in these. So for the videos, I would actually walk in my own shoes, and then for the shoot, I would be in the brand shoes. So I have on camo shoes that were from a previous collection from before I started working with him. And then the bag is also from the same collection. The jersey dress was new, but it was already released. And then I had like straight hair, pins in my hair. I would definitely want more brand deals, more collabs, like more opportunities. And like the ultimate dream is to be in Vogue. Like what Drake said.
What's one piece of advice you would give to a model just starting out?
I would say believe in yourself for sure. Take your time getting to know what your boundaries are, what you like to model, what you think you look good in, because if you feel like you don't look good in something, you're not going to make it look good. You have to feel good from inside and also know like what works for your body, what do you feel confident in, and then also just take risks, take any small opportunity. That's how everybody starts. Nothing is too insignificant. Everything leads up to a bigger purpose, a bigger opportunity. So definitely take it slow, be confident, and just say fuck it and do it. أنا اسمي ملك ودي نهاية الانترفيو بتاعي مع Human Aliens. My name is Malak, and this concludes my interview with Human Aliens. Ooh, hey. I'm not media trained. I am not media. Do you think so? Okay. Thank you.